SummerSlam is a few weeks away, and we have a few more matches on the card, a lot of them really, so let's go through them as real quickly as we can. First off, Akira Tozawa will face Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship at SummerSlam, and what we have here is Tozawa won a number of contendership match against Ariya Daivari, a man who he's faced probably the past, 3 or 4 weeks? Not in a row, but like in tag matches and singles matches and a lot of stuff to where Tozawa has had a injured shoulder, I want to say. I know a lot of the arm is hurt as well, but I want to say it started with the shoulder. And this is really simple. Neville retains, takes a part of Tozawa, takes part of the injury, and just works on that arm and keeps working on it until he can get on the rings of Saturn. It's really that simple. I wouldn't be surprised if Tozawa won, though, but I don't think it'll happen. Next up, Randy Orton faces Rusev. This one's also another simple one. Rusev all the way. Rusev needs to win more. Sure, Orton's lost 3 title matches in a row, but, you need something for him to do. Ever since losing the Punjabi Prison match, so have him in a feud with Rusev for a while. Have Rusev win, and then you could have Orton have the win back, and whatever you do with the third match. I don't know. But, I feel Rusev needs it more. A lot more. Next up, Shane O'Mac will officiate the United States Championship match between AJ Styles, the champion, and Kevin Owens, the challenger. This match has been, a little bit of hot potato with the belt for the past couple weeks, with Owens winning it, AJ winning it in Madison Square Garden. Owens is winning it back at the last show. Styles winning it the next week, the same week on SmackDown, winning the rematch, which was very controversial. I mean, Owens really had his shoulder up. But as you can see, like right here, the referee had his eye. He couldn't see out of his eye. Just like I was doing right there. Could not record the shoulder being up. Therefore, Owens was in a way screwed, but he did hit the official, so that is kind of his fault at the same time. But with Shane McMahon refereeing, this is very interesting because, and I don't think I'm 100% right on this, but I feel like this is the first match Shane has officiated since the Attitude Era, because Shane was a referee. God, if you look back at old Coliseum home videotapes even, you might see him as a referee. That's how long he's been doing this. And it's crazy thinking that way. But nonetheless, Shane has not been a referee for a long time. Maybe at least a decade, give or take. Maybe 2 decades. I'm not sure. I want to say at least since the Attitude Era. Not 100% sure. But I feel like this has been a long time since Shane has actually officiated a match instead of competing in a match. So it'll be interesting to see what Shane can do in there as a referee. I mean, he knows what he's doing, obviously, but it's just been a long time. I don't know if he'll be impartial. I really don't. And that could be the X factor in this match. I feel like Owens will get screwed by Shane and AJ will retain. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have another new champion. We've had a new champion almost every title match for this title recently. So it just depends on what we do here. And finally, the match that honestly is the most shocking, not because I didn't think it would happen, but because a lot of people didn't think it would happen, especially with who this man beat to become number contender, as Shinsuke Nakamura he earned the right to face Jinder Mahal, who will be defending his title at SummerSlam. Nakamura defeated John Cena last night to become the number one contender, and a match that was really great. Could be a match of the year contender. I don't know. We didn't really get to see a lot of it because of the commercials. They didn't really have... What SmackDown does usually is they have a split screen to where you'll have the match still in the little left-hand corner. At least in the States. I don't know if it's different if it's the right-hand corner in other countries, but I know it's the top left-hand corner. We'll still have a split screen somewhat, and then the commercials will air on the other screen, so you kind of have a second screen experience in a way. But they didn't have that for this match, which honestly they should have. But, during the last couple minutes of SmackDown, they need to get those commercials in. So, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to please the network, I guess. And with that being said, I did not expect Nakamura to win the match, because we all thought, Cena could... I guess this would have made this a lot easier, because Cena could have won the 17th title and we could have been done with it. But, that's not the case. Nakamura had the biggest test of his life, of his career, and won. Not to saying he couldn't have done it. It's just, WWE doesn't usually push anyone other than their people, usually. Although that's changed in the past couple of years, but, it's really interesting. Because thinking about this match let's say 5 months ago, this would have been a squash. Nakamura would have won. This would have been maybe on Superstars even, if that's still a thing, or even Main Event, because I know Main Event still exists for some reason. But, this is the WWE Championship match. Jinder has been a legitimate champion. Jinder Mahal has become perhaps the greatest champion of our era. And it's really interesting. It really is. Because, if this was Cena, this would have made sense. Have him lose to have Jinder drop the title and, have America win and have America be the 17th champion or whatever the fuck. But, this is really different. I really don't know what to do with this one. I really don't. Because on one hand, I would love to have Nakamura as the champion. But at the same time, I would love to have Jinder hold the belt till WrestleMania to have him as an incredible champion. Sure, have the chicken shit heel way of winning sometimes, if not all the time. That's what you do with a chicken shit heel. That's what they do. That is why they're great at what they do. Plus, we have Great Khali that appeared during the Punjabi prison match, which was probably supposed to happen, and we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. All I do know is if Khali is there, then Jinder will win. If Nakamura can somehow get rid of the Singh brothers, get rid of Khali, if Khali is there, then we can have a new world champion. But nonetheless, SummerSlam is a couple weeks away, and hopefully we'll have more matches very, very soon.